Judas Priest, Better by You, Better Than Me. Now what's really cool about this song is it's got some nice little hammer-on techniques, some nice pull-off techniques, and it's primarily based on the minor pentatonic scale. But before we go much further into the whole song, please make sure you do have a copy of the PDF. If you need it, just obviously drop me a WhatsApp. I'll be happy to send it to you, or inbox me. And let's zoom in real close, and we're going to start with riff number 1 on the tabs. We're working with fret number 5, 5th fret, ring finger, 3rd finger. I've numbered them nice and clearly for you at fret number 7. And you'll notice on the tab there's a very small written 5. The font is physically smaller because it hammers on from the 5 to the 7. And it's a quick hammer on like that. And you're only picking the first note. And from this angle you can see I picked the first note. And my ring finger, finger number 3, does the hammer on. And there's a lot of palm damping as well, so my palm is resting pretty much near the saddles over here on the bridge. So once I've done the hammer on, all muted notes, to get a almost staccato sort of vibe. One more time, 2, 3, 4. And that last note is the number 5 on the 3rd string. And a bit of vibrato always sounds cool. You can even maybe get a pinched harmonic. This sounds pretty sweet. So your first riff, the first half, first bar, should sound like this: 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, now the second part, the second bar of riff 1 starts exactly the same. So you've got the same hammer-on vibe. And then you'll notice I've color-coded the next 3 notes and the last 3 notes. And what's actually happening there is we're doing a pull-off from the 7 to the 5. So my ring finger number 3 over there, you're plucking that, and then the first finger must already be in position. So once you've played that note, you pull off. A bit noisy there because obviously I've got no string control with my fretting hand, my picking hand, sorry. But it's going to sound pick, pull off like that, and then you go to the 7 above it. So, and if I compare the left and right hand together, you'll be able to see the pull-off technique a lot easier here. Now the string noise that I spoke of earlier, you'll notice I've got my thumb resting on the strings above the string I'm playing. So if I'm playing this one, my thumb is keeping my A and E strings quiet. And then also these fingers are actually resting on the bottom strings, because obviously with a high gain distortion or overdrive, it's very easy for strings to make a noise. Okay, now for the next phrase, the last phrase of the first part, we're doing a pull-off now on the 5th string, same pull-off from 75, but onto the A over there, the 5th fret of the 6th string. The note's name is A. So the second bar, slow motion, should sound like this. Okay, I'm going to zoom out a bit there, and here comes the entire riff. 1, 2, 3, 4, and... And you simply repeat it. Now riff 2, the second line, the first bar is exactly the same, so you do this all over again. But then you move 2 frets back, so you work primarily fret 5 and 7, and you're sliding 2 frets back to 3 and 5, and the riff's going to sound like this. So let's go up close and see what's happening there. We're at fret number 3, fret number 5. You can hear this distortion's quite high gain there. And we're doing a hammer on from 3 to 5. The pinched harmonics, always optional. And you're ending off with a 3, that's where I did the pinched harmonic. And you, very last note is back to the 5, so super slow motion. And you'll notice my hand's got a bit of a bounce. You can see my fingers bouncing there. I'm not releasing, I'm not doing that. I'm just relaxing, not releasing. This is a release is away. Relax, I'm just letting the strings bounce back a bit. So that helps me get that staccato control. So let's put riff 2, the first and second bars together, starting at fret number 5 and 7. You'll recognize this part, and then we're going to move down 2 frets to the 3rd and 5th. Easy as that. Now, if you look at the words, you'll see, or you'll hear him sing, you hear the teaching of the wind. That's an A5 power chord. It's a nice power chord study as well, just for those that don't know the power chords. A5, fret number 5, playing from the 6th string. This is an A5 power chord. You can play it with fingers 1, 3, and 4 like this, using the pinky as well, nice and clear to see. Some guitarists like using the 3rd finger, ring finger, flatten it. I'm a pinky person, so I prefer the 4th finger, the pinky going flat. But either ways, those 3 strings, A5. When it goes to D, you simply come down one. Nice and easy, playing your root note now on the 5th string. So you're going to go from here, A, to the D. And for those that do have a copy of the bar chord power, or the power chord sheet, power chords or bar chords, you'll notice that they're blue and green on my PDF. You're using the green now, root on the A string. F is going to be here. Can't find the words. My mind is dead. Those are the words he sings. It's going to be E over here. So A, 2 and 3 and 4 and D, 2 and 3 and 4 and F, 3 and 4 and E and 2 and 3 and 4 and stop. 2, 3, 4 and... It's as simple as that. Now for the bridge, he's got some nice little twists inside there. You'll see riff 1, it goes. Okay. And all that's really happening over there is playing an F power chord, an F5 power chord, and he's sliding it. And he's doing a very quick slide, jump back from the C5 over here to a B flat. So he first starts off with a F to a G. And he jumps down to fret 3 again, but down a string. Simple as that. And from the 2nd riff, the last one, he goes and sort of reverses it, but the timing does change a bit. So my advice over here is please listen to the original, get to know the changes, get to know the phrasing, sing along with the song. Best advice any teacher I think can give you is sing along with the song, get to know the drums, get to know the riffs, know the words. The words are your keys, they're your prompts, they help you know where you are. So everything you've done so far over here will help you get through the song. There's only one little change over here where it sings Better By You. There's a clear guitar, very clean guitar, which sounds something like this. Now obviously if you don't have foot pedals, it's going to be difficult to get this one clean chord up there. It says D minor and it says clear guitar on the PDF above Better By You, the actual chorus. He's playing a D minor chord. Now you might know D minor from fret 1, finger 1, string 1 over here. And remember, at the double dot, fret number 12, everything repeats. So fret 1 is now fret 13. It's the 2nd octave. So your first finger is on the 13th, middle finger on the 14th, ring finger on the 13th. And he's got this little high pitch playing like that. And that's the only real clear guitar in the entire song. And after that, you go back to overdrive. So you've got the power chords once more. And once you've played the D minor on the clear, you're back down to an A5 power chord. Remember, 5 means power chord. And again, you can play it with fingers 1 and 4, 1, 3 and 4, 1 and 3. But those are all just one strum the whole way through, one way through. B flat 5 is over here. I should have called the B flat 5 first, actually. So B flat 5 at fret 6, A5 at fret 5, D is right beneath it. So it's nice, easy changes. Just 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. There's no real tricky rhythm for the rest of the song. So you should have everything you need to know. You got your riff. You got your little sliding power chords. You know where the power chords are. So everything you need to know for Better By You, Better Than Me is on the video. Hope you have an awesome weekend. If there's any questions or queries, please feel free to drop me a WhatsApp. Be happy to help or inbox me. And have a stunning week. Thank you.